sustainability and green energy, Viking heritage, welfare system, new Nordic food. Welcome to Denmark Explained, where we explore the rich tapestry of Danish culture, one captivating story at a time. On the evening of October 20th, 1728, an ember sparked in the home of a poor weaver on West Street. It was an ember like any other, small, insignificant, an afterthought. Yet within hours that ember became an unstoppable force, a beast of flame and smoke that would devour nearly half of Copenhagen. By the time the fire finally died 4 days later, it had consumed 1,600 buildings, left thousands homeless, and erased centuries of history in a city that would never be the same again. But before we continue, please support the channel by pressing the like button, share and hit subscribe. Thank you. The fire began modestly, flickering through the narrow streets of Copenhagen's densely packed medieval core. The city's houses, built mostly of wood with thatched roofs, stood close together, practically inviting the flames to leap from one structure to the next. At first the citizens barely noticed. Fires were not uncommon in Copenhagen, and most assumed this was just another minor blaze. But as the wind picked up, the fire gained terrifying strength, crawling relentlessly toward the city's heart. The bells of Vor Frue Kirke tolled in warning, but by then it was already too late. The flames had claimed their first victims, families trapped in their homes, their desperate screams drowned by the roaring Inferno. Panic swept through the city as the fire tore through streets and marketplaces. People ran with what little they could carry, bundles of clothes, family heirlooms, whatever they could salvage before their homes turned to ash. Many fled toward the lakes or the city's walls, watching helplessly as their past burned before their eyes. Copenhagen's firefighters, overwhelmed and poorly equipped, fought bravely but futilely. Water pumps failed, wells ran dry. The wind, merciless and unyielding, carried the fire further into the city's core. It reached Vor Frue Kirke, the grand cathedral of Copenhagen, and swallowed it whole. The church bells, melted by the unbearable heat, crashed to the ground in a final mournful toll. By the morning of October 21st, the fire had grown into a monstrous force, consuming entire districts in mere hours. The flames danced atop rooftops, crawling through the wooden beams of homes and public buildings alike. The merchants of Copenhagen watched in horror as their shops, stocked with imported goods, turned to smoldering ruins. Wealth and poverty alike were rendered meaningless in the face of the all-consuming blaze. Eyewitnesses recounted how horses, panicked by the chaos, ran wildly through the streets, some ablaze themselves, their desperate cries mixing with those of the citizens. The air thickened with smoke so dense that it turned day into night, suffocating those who lingered too long. The city's watchmen shouted orders, but there was no true authority left, only survival. As the fire spread on that fateful night, the city's residents had to make a terrifying decision. If you were in their place, would you risk everything to stay and fight the flames, trying to save your home and belongings? Or would you flee, abandoning everything you owned in the hope of surviving? We hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us bring you more amazing content. Join us here at Denmark Explained, where we uncover the wonders of Danish culture one story at a time. See you in the next video.